going on, my compulsive Call of Duty players? My name is 𝙬𝚒𝚗𝚜, and today, I can't even believe I'm announcing this. This is actually crazy. I swear it was a month, roughly, back when I hit 400 subscribers. That was when I announced it kind of at the end of my YouTube 2020 Rewind thing for my channel, my 𝙬𝚒𝚗's 2020 Rewind. I mentioned it at the end of the video because it kind of just came upon me very abruptly. I was just working on this 2020 special video. I was putting it up, and then next thing you know, I hit 400 subs. So I'm like, I gotta go back and edit this and put this little 400 sub thank you kind of note at the end of the video. And yeah, that was that. But to think that that was a month ago, and now I'm at 500, just blows me away, because this is the most amount of subscribers I have ever had on YouTube ever in my whole life. Like, I'm just gonna repeat this for the fact that there's new people around, and it's always good to bring it up. Like, I started YouTube when I was like 9. Like, I literally started when I was 9, and this was like 2013, and that first channel was like the longest channel I ever had. It went on from like 2013. I didn't really post for the first 2 years. It was kind of just random crap that I posted because I was so weird. I don't know. I was just young and messing around, to be honest. But I ended up deleting all that, and then 2015 I actually started properly uploading. And then 2015 up till 2018 I was working on that channel, like actually posting stuff, and the change, like the actual progression was huge. Like, I went from being this kid playing games on my tablet, making videos on my tablet with Recordable, like some actual recording software called Recordable. I don't know if it still exists to this day, but OGs will know. But yeah, I was using Recordable, and I just used to play these little games. The mic was awful. I used to do these drawing videos which were recorded using my tablet camera, and it was a Lenovo tablet. It was an old one. And then it went from up to 2018, where I was making Xbox Fortnite videos or something. And that channel, the maximum it hit was about 420 subs. Then I had the next channel at 150 or something like that. Then I kind of quitted it as well. That was from 2018 September to about 2020. Yeah, it was 2020, around early year, where I changed over to Terraria content. My channel was just going downhill, and a bunch of other reasons, so I kind of quitted it. Then I had another channel, which was for a few months actually, that got about 30, and from then on I was starting to think, like, am I even going to get anywhere at this point? Like, every time I've had a channel, the amount of subscribers I've hit has become proceedingly less and less each time. And I know it's because, obviously, the time I spent on each channel was getting less and less, but it was almost like every time I made a new channel anyway, it was like nobody was even appreciating the content I was making. So I take a long time on my videos, even though it might not come off that way to anyone. I do. My channels, I just didn't see them doing well, and the fact that this channel, I've had it for probably apart from the channel I had for 3 months, this channel, I've probably had it for the least amount of time apart from that channel, because that channel was just basically a setup flop, even though I do kind of feel a bit nostalgic about that channel, for whatever reason, because it was only earlier last year. I still really kind of liked the stuff I was doing with it, and I had to just kind of put it all down because it wasn't doing well, and I was getting stalked about and stuff, which, just a quick news flash if you aren't too aware and you've just newer on this channel, I have a stalking issue type thing. It's not as bad as it sounds, but there's just basically a bunch of trolls that just like to follow me around and just be assholes on my channel, and they literally look for me to do this, keep it in mind. So, I'll give credit where it's due. They don't always do it, but, a lot of the time, they're unpredictable. They could show up on a video and just spam the shit out of it after like 5 days of doing nothing, and me thinking, oh, they've been nice once, but no. So, but yeah, I do have this kind of on and off issue, and it's quite ongoing at the same time. But yeah, that channel is basically designated to be a flop, and the fact that this channel, I only had it for it's going to be a year by the time it hits April. But yeah, so far it's less than a year. It's like 9 months in the working, nearly 10, and I'm at 500, and that's the most subs I have ever had, like ever. To even consider that, And I know it sounds cliche, and I'm going to say this probably in every single update video, something about something I say or a phrase being cliche, but I guess that's just the 21st century, to be honest. What can you do about it? There's so many millions of YouTubers at it, trying to get their dreams, and they've probably all said the same things before, but honestly, like, as cliche as it might come across, I don't actually ever take it into account how many people 500 really is. Like, even though not every single one of them's watching me, I think that's pretty obvious by far. I've probably got one of the most subscribed to non-subscribed ratios, considering that I make tutorials, so people just sub and then they never watch again. No matter how much I fucking ask them, you know, beg on my knees that they stay active or just don't subscribe, it still happens. And I guess that's kind of casual. And when you look at statistics from, you know, YouTube influencers who really know how the site works, it kind of brings me a little bit more calm. I'm like, actually, this is kind of normal. As annoying as it is, it's actually quite common for there to be, you know, loads of people who sub and don't watch. Like, there's a huge thing about that. So, you know, but yeah, like, even then, I still find it really hard to even consider how many people 500 is. Like, imagine having 500 people in your house. Like, I don't even think that would physically happen, to be honest, unless they were piling on top of each other in some rooms. But it's kind of like, it's just such a weird perspective that 500 people decided to subscribe to me because they found my videos helpful. Like, that is great. And that's not just all of the case. You know, you've got like thousands of people who've watched my videos, like probably at this point tens of thousands of people who've watched my videos and haven't subbed. They might have liked, or they might have done nothing. They might have just gotten the help but kind of anonymously swooped away and just not told me, because they're not entitled to comment under my videos that I helped them out or they want to help me out as well. It's just like, you know, people search things up, they want a quick fire answer and then they leave. But to even think out of that filter that 500 people have actually smash the subscribe button, and I don't even actually bring this up very much, but I gotta thank the people, whoever they are, that have the notification bell on. I don't know if there is an analytics to see that, but I can see a certain number, I'm pretty sure. So everybody who has notification bell on, honestly, I can't thank you enough. My channel doesn't always get a reasonable amount for like the subscribers I have. Like, sometimes it really underachieves, and the fact that there's so many people with the notification bell on who help me out in that category. Like, there's people casually watching my videos and checking them out every time they get a notification that I've uploaded. Is actually just, it's so sick. Thank you guys so much. I need to say it more often, but thank you to everyone who has notification bells on, because you guys are just the realest of the real, you know. You've got the reals, which are the people subscribed, and then you got the realist, which are just like notification bells on or joining my social medias. Like, I'm half of the way to 1,000 subscribers. Even that sounds mental, because like, I set my end goal for this year to hit 700. At this rate, I could be hitting 700 in like 2 months with the kind of growth that I have on this channel, which is just madness. And if that's the case, I could possibly even hit 1,000 or more at the end of this year. And that doesn't sound like realistic at all to me, because 1,000 is when you can actually be eligible to turn on monetization. And as well as I love YouTube a lot, I would love to make some kind of pocket money out of it, you know. I do have a bank account, and I do have the reasonable amount of views. I've surpassed way long ago the amount of needed views on the channel overall to get monetization. Now I just need 1,000 subs. So to even comprehend that is kind of crazy, you know. Even as a kid, like, starting up on YouTube, getting inspiration from all the YouTubers I watched, even though I didn't post Call of Duty at the time, it wasn't my thing. I was posting Minecraft, all sort of things like that. Even when I was at that stage of YouTube, like, I was looking at YouTube like, oh, I want 1 million subs, or I want to be really famous, like, you know, the generic stuff. But one of the most typical and most, like, reasonable milestones that you'd probably think, well, this is not easy, but at the same time, it's more likely to happen than 1 million subs, was 1,000 subs. I generally wanted to have at least 1,000 subscribers, and to think that I'm actually halfway on the road to that, like, now, is crazy. And I'm only 16 as well, so that's mental, because some people are only hitting that kind of milestones at like 20 or 25 or some 30-year-old YouTubers, I don't know, but to even think that I'm hitting that towards 16 is just beyond me, to be honest. So thank you guys so much. I do waffle on, I know, but yeah, if you have watched this far, thank you so much. You guys are legends. For anyone who somehow would even care, this 𝙳𝚒𝚗𝚜 video should be coming pretty soon. Like, I have 1 LMG left as I'm recording this to do, and I've got 2 rocket launchers, so I'm literally near to finishing this, and it's been such a fun time, man, honestly. Like, through the thick and the thin, I've actually loved the Damascus grind. It's probably better than the grind for Cold War. I feel like there's so much more for Modern Warfare that I don't think I'll ever properly drop it until it kind of goes properly dead. Like, it's such a fun game to cover. I will still be covering that as long as I can imagine for. I will probably even go back and try and do Obsidian. That's how insane I probably am. I'm probably going mad thinking I'm going to do Obsidian grind, but I might actually do that for some of my weapons because, you know, it's such a fun game and there's so much to it that wants me to come back to it. Like, I actually find the gameplay more exciting than Cold War, surprisingly. So, yeah. But anyway, on that note, thank you guys all so much. You are absolute legends. As I said in the last one, I can't believe it, honestly. It's just so weird. It's so weird to see that 500 people have subscribed to my YouTube channel, to my page. Like, that's cool. But yeah, thank you again. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like on the video, comment, subscribe, and turn the notification bell to never miss a single video that comes out on this channel. If you don't get notifications for whatever reason, whatever, check out my Discord. I will post video updates in there, as well as other updates. You can talk to me, all that sort of shit. You can become good mates with me, you know, if we get enough chats going on, I don't know. It's a pretty dead server, so I could do with some more people. And whilst you're down in the description, check out my social medias. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, check out my Twitch. But yeah, that is it for today's video. Thank you again for 500 subscribers. You guys are mad, honestly. But yeah, thank you, and I will catch you all in the next one. Bye, guys.